Welcome you all for the tutorial 1 first tutorial session on vector calculus. So in this module we have come across the vector field, scalar potential, vector potential, and then we have come across gradient, divergence, curl, and then we have also come across solenoidal and rotational vectors, and then integral theorems. So based on all these things, let us work out few different kinds of problems which we haven't worked out during the class hours. So that is what we are going to discuss in this tutorial session. So to begin with, let us find the question is find the gradient of phi of xyz, which is equal to x square yz. So it is like we have to find the function this grad phi is equal to, so this is what question is, find the gradient phi of xyz, which is equal to x square y into z. So now we have to find the solution. Gradient of phi. What is gradient of phi? Gradient of phi is which has been denoted as del phi, which is dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj plus dou phi by dou z k cap. So we have to differentiate the given phi partially with respect to x, y and z. So here dou by dou x of the function, given function is x square yz, and dou by dou y of the given function, which is x square yz j, and dou by dou z of x square yz k cap. And here when we differentiate partially with respect to x, differentiation of x square is 2x, y and z is as it is. And here differentiation is with respect to y, so x square and z are remaining the same, differentiation of y is 1 j cap. And differentiation is with respect to z, differentiation of z is 1 x square into y k cap. So it was asked us to find the gradient and we have found the gradient. Look at the second problem. Find the divergence of a gradient of phi of xyz which is given by x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So understand the question. Find divergence of grad phi. So we all know that divergence is applicable on vector field. So gradient is applicable on scalar field. So given as a scalar. So on applying the gradient, this scalar function gets converted to a vector. We know gradient of a scalar is always resulting in a vector. With the help of that, so once gradient is applied on the scalar function, we get a vector. So divergence can be operated on that vector in order to get the required result. So here, and what does this grad phi represents? So that grad phi represents, it is a vector normal to the surface. So let us define grad phi. Grad phi is del phi, which is equal to dou phi by dou xi, dou phi by dou yj, dou phi by dou z k cap. So here phi is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Dou by dou x of this plus dou by dou y of this and dou by dou z of this. So we have just substituted for phi. And let us differentiate here with respect to x. Differentiation of x cube is 3x square. And here differentiation of 3xyz is 3yz. 3 is a common term, so we get 3 into x square minus yz I cap. And here partial differentiation is with respect to y. So y cube is 3y square minus differentiation of 3xyz with respect to y is 3 into z. So 3 can be written it outside. The remaining is y square minus z. Similarly, when we differentiate partially with respect to z here, differentiation of z cube is 3z square minus differentiation of 3xy z is 3xy. So 3 can be taken it outside, z square minus xy into k cap. So it was asked us to find gradient of divergence of gradient. So we have found the gradient now. So given was a scalar. Now we have a vector. So we can operate the divergence on it. So divergence of, let us call this vector as v. So let us call that as vector v. And now we have to find divergence of this vector v. So let v is equal to 3 into whatever we have got. I am calling it as a v. So divergence is nothing but del dot v. Del is nothing but dou by dou xi, dou by dou yj, dou by dou z k cap, dot product with vector. So when we do the dot product of two vectors, it results in a scalar. So dou by dou x operating on this gives us I dot I is 1. So dou by dou x operating on 3 into x square minus yz. Similarly, dou by dou y j cap operating on this term, it gives us dou by dou y of 3 into y square minus xz plus dou by dou z k cap operating on this gives us dou by dou z of 3 into z square minus xy. So we get 3 into differentiation of x square is 2x and yz becomes 0 because differentiation is with respect to x. Similarly, 3 is as it is, differentiation of y square is 2y and differentiation of xz with respect to y is 0. So coming on to the last term, differentiation is with respect to z, differentiation of z square is 2z and 3 is as it is, differentiation of xy with respect to z is 0. So when we simplify this, 6 into 2, that is 6x, 6y, 6z. So 6 can be taken at outside. The answer is 6 into x plus y plus z. Look at the third example. Show that v of xyz is equal to 3y to the power of 4 z square I plus 4x cube z square j plus 3x square y square k cap is solenoidal. So when do we say when a vector is in solenoidal? So we say a vector field is a solenoidal vector if divergence of that particular vector becomes 0. So when we operate divergence on it, the divergence of that vector should result in a 0. Then we say the vector is solenoidal. So here divergence is nothing but del dot v. So substitute for del and substitute for v. So you can differentiate it. So when we do the dot product between these two, it is dou by dou x of 3y to the power of 4 z square plus dou by dou y of the second term, j term. It is dou by dou y of 4x cube z square. Dou by dou z of this, which is 3 into x square y square. So now differentiation is with respect to x. But here y and z terms are there. There is no x term. So differentiation of which is 0. Similarly, differentiation of y with differentiation of this term with respect to y is also 0. Differentiation of this term with respect to z is 0. So hence we are resulting in 0. Therefore, the given vector is a solenoid. Look at another example. Find v, find the value of a so that v, vector v is solenoidal. So it is a different type of problem. The given vector is a solenoidal vector. It has been given. Using that property of a vector, we have to find the value of a. So when do we say a vector is a solenoidal vector? If divergence of a becomes 0, then we say it is a solenoidal vector. Divergence of that particular vector. So here vector with 0, vector v is been given. So we have to take divergence of the given vector v is 0. We have to consider this. So now consider divergence of v, del dot v. So let us differentiate this partially with respect to x, y, z. Let us apply the divergence on it. So del dot v, del is nothing but this and the given vector is this. So dou by dou x operating on I component here and I component there. So we get dou by dou x of x plus 3y. Similarly, dou by dou y operating on j component. So we have written it here. Dou by dou z operating on the k component. So when you do the differentiation, we get differentiation of x plus 3y with respect to x is 1 and differentiation of y minus 2z with respect to y is 1. And when we come to the last term, differentiation with respect to z gives us minus a. So the answer, divergence of a given vector f is a, 2 minus a. So it is given that v is the solenoidal vector. It means divergence of v is 0. So what is divergence of f? Divergence of v is 2 minus a, which is equal to 0, which gives us the value as a is equal to 2. So this is how we have to find the values, constant values by using the property. So similar problems we have worked out for irrotational also. So look at another example. Find the normal to the surface x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 4 at the point 2, 0, 0. So what is the normal to the surface? Normal to the surface is gradient of a phi. So any scalar has been given. If we want to find the vector normal to the surface, then we have to find grad phi. So given phi is this. So we have to find grad phi. Dou phi by dou xi, dou phi by dou yj, dou phi by dou z k cap. So dou by dou x of phi, dou by dou y of phi, dou by dou z of phi. I, j and k are the unit vectors along x and y, x, y and z axis. So differentiate here with respect to x, which gives us 2x I cap, and differentiate here with respect to y, j cap. Differentiation of y square is 2y j cap, and here 2z into k cap. So at the value 2, 0, 0, grad phi is x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0, and z is equal to 0. So 2 into 2 is 4. This and this term becomes 0. So grad phi is equal to 4i. So which is the unit normal vector. So it is the normal vector. It is actually the vector normal. But it has asked us to find the unit normal vector. So unit normal vector in the direction of grad phi is 4i. That is a vector divided by modulus of vector. So modulus of vector is 4 again because only I component is present. So that is I. That is 1, 0, 0 as expected. So unit normal vector means the magnitude of that vector should be equal to 1. So we have got the answer as 1 here. So look at another example. Find the unit normal vector of z square is equal to 4 into x square plus y square at the point 1, 0, 2. It is given, and we know normal vector to the surface is grad phi. So find the grad phi. So grad phi, dou by dou x of the phi, dou by dou y of phi into j cap, dou by dou z of phi into k cap. So when we do the differentiation here with respect to x, we get minus 8x I cap, and here minus 8y minus 4 into 2y. So minus 8y into j cap, and here 2z square, differentiation of z square is 2z into k cap. So at the given point 102, x is equal to 1, y is 0, and z is equal to 2. Substitute x is equal to 1 here, y is 0 here, and z is equal to 2 here, which gives us 8i minus 8i plus 4k cap. So the unit normal vector in the direction of the grad phi is vector, that is the given vector. Vector here is minus 8i plus 4k divided by modulus. Modulus of any vector is square root of sum of the squares of the component. So I component is a minus 8, square of which is 64. Similarly, j component is 0 and k component is 4, square of which is 16. So minus 8i plus 4k by square root of 64 plus 16, and on simplifying we get this as the answer. Look at another example. Find the angle between the surfaces x into log z is equal to y square minus 1 and x square y is equal to 2 minus z at the point 1, 1, 1. So here there are two surfaces given and we need to find the angle. So given are scalar fields. So we know that grad phi is a vector normal to the surfaces. So we have to find the grad phi first. And then we have to evaluate those grad phi at the given point 1, 1, 1. So consider the given scalar functions, one as phi and the other one as psi. So let us find grad phi. Grad phi is, by the definition of a gradient, it is dou phi by dou xi, dou phi by dou yj, dou phi by dou z k cap. So dou by dou, substitute for phi here. So differentiating it, we get log z minus 2y plus x by z. I, j, k are there as it is. And let us take the resulting vector as u. This u, let us evaluate at 1, 1, 1. So log 1 is 0. So I component will be 0. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2. And x is 1, y is also 1. 1 by 1 is 1, it is k cap. So the vector, the first vector normal for the given surface phi is minus 2j plus k, and that we have named it as vector u. Now let us consider the second scalar field which is given, and let us find the vector normal for it, which is nothing but the grad psi. Grad psi is dou psi by dou xi, dou psi by dou yj, dou psi by dou z k cap. Substitute for psi. And we have to differentiate partially with respect to x, y, z. Partial differentiation of x gives us 2xyi, partial differentiation of y gives us x square j, and partial differentiation of z gives us 1 into k cap. So let us call this vector as vector v. And this vector v at the point 1, 1, 1, x is 1, y is 1, z is 1. So here 2 into 1 into 1, 2, it is 2i. Here 1, j, and here k cap. So therefore, now we have to find the angle between the vector normals. So angle between the vector normals is, by the formula we know that cos theta is equal to vector u dot vector v by modulus of vector u into modulus of vector v. So that in order to use that formula, so let us use this formula to find the angle between the surfaces. So u dot v into mod u into mod v cos theta, where theta is the angle between them. So here u dot v is, u is a vector which we have identified already, and v is here. When we do the dot product between them, we get the value as minus 1. And modulus of vector u is root 5, and modulus of vector v here, modulus of vector v is equal to square root of I component is 4 plus j component is 1 plus k component is 1, which is root 6. So substituting in the formula, in this formula, if you substitute here and simplify, we get theta is equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by root 1 by 30. So this is how we have to find the angle between the two scalars given. So let us see another example. Show that the vector field r by r cube is both solenoidal and irrotational. We know r is an position vector, which is an r. So here, that is what we have mentioned. Whenever you see r in the course, during this module, it is a position vector which has been given by xi plus yj plus zk cap. And r is equal to, so when we square it means r dot r. R dot r is, you get, so I'll do this, r dot r is xi plus yj plus zk cap into the same vector. So when we do the dot product between two vectors, it results in a scalar. So we have dot product between them, we get it as x square plus y square plus z square. This results in x square plus y square plus z square. And this is going to be r square. So r square is equal to this, and r is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus, that is one way of doing it. R directly you can tell if there is any vector and whose magnitude is square root of sum of the squares of I component, j component and k component. So under the square root, I component square is x square, j component square is y square, and k component square is z square. This is a vector modulus of vector r. So let us consider vector v. Vector v here is x by, so this is r by r cube. So xi plus yj plus zk cap divided by the entire thing to the power of 3. So we will split the numerator, xi by the denominator plus yi by the denominator plus z into k cap by the denominator. The cube is there everywhere. So this square root can be written as x square plus y square plus z square to the power of half. So x square plus z square plus y square to the power of half into 3 gives us 3 by 2. Here also the power is 3 by 2. Here also the power is 3 by 2. This is in the form of f1 by f1. So it is f1, f2 and f3 for any vector v. So let us find, to say the given vector is a solenoidal vector, we have to show divergence of this vector is 0. We have to show divergence of this vector is 0. So consider the divergence f, divergence of this. What is divergence of f is, which is if v is v1, v2, v3 are the I, j, k component, then dou v1 by dou x plus dou v2 by dou y plus dou v3 by dou z. This is what we have to do, and the answer is supposed to be 0. If it is 0, then we say it is a solenoidal vector. So this is a vector for which we have to find the divergence. So divergence is del dot. So this is what we have done, and this is what we will get. And now differentiate with respect to x. So it is in the form of u by v. So apply the quotient rule. Denominator into differentiation of the numerator. Differentiation of x is differentiation of x minus numerator as it is into differentiation of the denominator. Differentiation of the denominator is 3 by 2 into x square plus y square plus z square to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1, which is half, into differentiation of x square is 2x, into, as per the formula, denominator square, it is x square plus y square plus z square to the power of 2 into 3 by 2 is there, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so we'll get back q. Similarly, applying the quotient rule for this, you'll get this term, and applying the quotient rule, we will get this. So here when we observe the things, x square plus y square plus z square to the power of half is a common term. We can write it outside, and the denominator is also constant. So we are writing the remaining terms as x square plus y square plus z square minus 3x square, x square plus y square plus z square minus 3y square, and this is the term we get. And when you observe, when you combine all these terms, x square plus x square plus x square, it is plus 3x square, and minus 3x square, it is 0. Similarly, y square plus y square and plus y square, 3y square and minus 3y square is 0. Similarly, z square also becomes 0. The divergence of a value is 0. Therefore, we can say a given vector is a solenoidal vector. and it has also asked us to find the given vector is an irrotational vector also. So in order to say any vector is an irrotational vector, curl of that vector should become 0. So consider a curl of that vector v. Ijk, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and the components of v, v1, v2, v3. So let us substitute for v1, v2, v3 here, and let us solve the determinant. So to solve the determinant, I cap into dou by dou x of z into dou by dou z of this term. So we have written as it is. Next, j into, to find j cap into dou by dou x operating on this, dou by dou y, dou z operating on this. Similarly, k cap into this. So we have to find the derivatives. Now when we do the differentiation here, we get the differentiation of, so here differentiation of y, differentiation with respect to y, and only it is in the denominator, and differentiation of which will be the entire term to the power of 3 by 2 by to the power of 3. Okay, square we get, it is differentiation of 1 by x square is, so you can recall this differentiation of 1 by x square will be, we can write it as differentiation of x to the power of minus 2. So it is going to be minus 2 into x to the power of minus 3, which we can write it as minus 2 by x cube. So using this formula, I have taken only x here. In place of x, you have got x square plus y square plus z square. With that, we will get this term minus this term. And on differentiating, we will get these terms. So it is a simple differentiation. And simplifying it, we get the answer is equal to 0. And since curl of a vector v is 0, we say the given vector is an irrotational vector. So that is it. That is all the different types of problems I could collect it. Thank you all.